Hey everybody, welcome back to TV Recap. I'm Lance and I am here to review the new network dramas that premiered earlier this week, Bull on CBS and This Is Us on NBC. Okay, I have to start with Bull. We have our first stinker of the year, guys. This show was awful. I couldn't stand it. It tried to be something overly clever and I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So first, Bull is a legal procedural show. Sort of a case of the week thing. But the catch with this one is the main character is not a cop or a lawyer or somebody else involved with the judicial system. He is a psychologist that analyzes jurors to get a favorable result. Now the kicker is this sort of thing would never go in the district attorney's office, so he is always discharged with the defendant's defense. Now, the issue with this is, at least in the first episode, he starts off by trying to acquit an accused murderer of an 18-year-old girl. Not a great solid start through the episode. The kid ends up not being guilty, which is fine. But the way they went about it was just very obtuse. This psychologist who works for, well, I can only imagine being the richest clients, has a lab for trial science with technology that goes far beyond anything you would see even on a CSI type show. You have your simple group of, the uptight worker, the former cop, the smart young hacker girl, and the smarmy bull. This is a formula we've seen played out before. It just isn't particularly effective. And at the end of the episode, because the accused kid got acquitted of the crime, the issue is we have to have somebody that murdered the girl because we can't leave that open. And it's revealed that Bull, the main character, the psychologist, figures out who it was by somebody that was sitting in the courtroom, even though he spent the entire court scene staring at all of the jurors to analyze them. And that was enough to get the police to come and arrest this person that had not been accused of the crime before. It sucked. It was awful. Do not waste your time on this show. Now, moving on to better fare, This Is Us premiered on NBC. And it's a new sort of slice of life kind of show that showcased a pair of new parents pregnant with triples going into their delivery. A man searching for his biological father who abandoned him at birth. An overweight woman fighting her own obesity. And her twin brother who happens to be a Hollywood actor that is just on a sort of cheap, cheesy sitcom type show, and he's famous for just having his shirt off and looking attractive. The show goes through the trials. I thought it was well written. I thought it was very sort of natural. The funny bits weren't to the point of being overt. They weren't overstepping their bounds. It broke up the tension when it needed to be. All of the actors were great. But the only thing that kind of hit is at the end of the episode, you find out that every single one of these characters aren't just linked, which happens with shows like, Parenthood or, the movies like Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, and things like that. But they're actually all the same family. We find out that the new parents scenes are actually set in the 70s, and they are the parents of the two twins and the adopted black son. So we're dealing with a show that's entirely one family, and I don't see where this twist is going to carry because the feeling I got was it's going to be a whole season of episodes where the parents learn some lesson, they teach it to their children, and then we see that lesson being put into place. And I just don't know how often you can actually put that together. It was an interesting sort of twist and a concept for something that would probably work for like a film or a TV movie event or a mini series or something like that. But for a long serialized drama that I'm sure NBC is hoping this is, I just don't know how effective it's going to be. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry for spoiling that. I'll probably put a little link or something down in the description to kind of warn off other people if they really want to see it. But I think you should at least give it a shot to see if there's something there that resonates with you. I think it's a broadcast of characters and they're well written and well acted. It just doesn't seem to have much staying power to me, and I'm not sure I'm going to keep watching it. But it is something that I think you should at least give a shot. So that'll do it for my reviews of Bull and This Is Us. We've got a couple new dramas coming out this week that I'll probably review over the weekend, plus a couple random extra shows coming out next week that I'll be reviewing as well. Keep an eye out for those future reviews. I've got a recap of The Flash Season 2 coming up that I think you guys will enjoy. And then we'll start getting into the actual weekly reviews once all the shows' schedules are kind of fit in and I pick out what shows I want to review and dice apart each week. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below or tweet me at TV Recap. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.